Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of SoFi Technologies, ticker symbol SOFI, which closed the year at a price of $9.95. And it's been pretty strong the past month after breaking out of this falling wedge and then breaking out of this channel. It's been super strong. But it does look like it might be approaching a top. There are a number of things that kind of stand out to me that suggest it could be turning around soon. But, it also could move a little bit higher before that happens. So I just kind of wanted to go over levels that stand out to me. And so in the last video, I had pointed out that it looked like this flag that we're creating looked like it could be bearish consolidation because it is trending upwards, and uptrending channels tend to break to the downside. We have not seen that yet, although on the last trading day of 2023, December 29th, we did see a drop of a little over 3% on the day, but it still does look like it is inside that channel. However, one thing that we did accomplish on December 27th, this gap to $10.31 was filled, and on the day, the 27th, the high was $10.49. Kind of makes sense that, $10.50 would act as resistance. Couldn't really get up to that level. And so it was rejected from there, and the close was at $10.32. So just above filling that gap, which actually, the close on August 1st was 10.35. So the close on December 27th was just below that. We did get a little bit of, consolidation the following day, the 28th, right around that level, but then we saw the kind of drop off on the 29th. And so what I see happening is, in all honesty, I see this breaking to the downside, but, I have been wrong with that in the past, so it could most definitely move higher, like going up to retest these levels at 11, or specifically the high on July 31st being $11.70. So I do think that's possible. But another thing that stands out to me that's unfortunately bearish is that if we look at the RSI down here, we did get a high of like 77.28. I believe I mentioned that in the last video. But following that, we have been seeing lower highs in the RSI, whereas we have been seeing higher highs in the stock price, and that represents bearish divergence. So, what I could see is that if we do see a continuation tomorrow, January 2nd, to the downside, I do think that we'll be seeing a gap fill at $8.96. But if we do start the year off looking strong and maybe getting a close above $10.31, I do think we could be trying for $11.70. But if we do take a step back to get all this other price action over here to look at the volume profile, it does look like volume does pick up a tiny bit right around like 1150. So I don't think it will be going much higher than that. And yeah, with these bearish signs like the bearish divergence, looking at the RSI and the uptrending consolidation, I do think that we will be filling this gap around $9 sooner than later. And we might even be coming down to this volume shelf here, which starts at around $8.20. And I do have this line drawn at $8.14. Also possible, could be finding support within the range here between $8.73 and $8.14. So right around $8 kind of makes sense. And maybe the top of this channel would then serve as support before moving back in the upward direction. But I do think a pullback is on the horizon. So, the first couple weeks of the year might be a little precarious. But, we might see a blow off top before a pullback. So just some things to keep in mind. And if you did find this video helpful, make sure you like it, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and Happy New Year.